Good deal.
So good.
So good!
All right, man.
All right, dude.
Hey, make sure you put that threw it on the ground thing in there, because Leon loves that. So just throw that in there somewhere.
Oh, it's going to throw it on the ground. It's going to be in there. It might be in the Patreon
Yeah.
stuff. It might be the bonus stuff.
Because that will trip. He'll like that. Because he tried to get the kids that can't do that as a skit.
Really?
So,
Dude, he tried to get the kids that can't do. That's such an inappropriate song.
he didn't do the whole thing. He was just doing I threw it on the ground.
He told him, they tased me in the... Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your two favorite facially blessed individuals. That's right, folks. It's the two bearded preachers, and we are here aiming to misbehave for you, for your listening pleasure, for your enjoyment. Oh, yeah.
I think we should talk as much as we can about Mike Meyers' seminal classic, So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Perhaps
I think that's what we ought to focus on.
Perhaps a little Jean-Claude Van Damme action.
Maybe. Hey, why not?
Yeah. And what's that one dude's name?
Dude, I can't remember.
Gosh,
I don't know.
it's like
But
on
I love him.
it's like on the tip of my tongue.
So good. So good. So good.
He's a great actor.
We'll get there.
Hopefully. We will hopefully get there.
He's in everything.
Yeah, everything.
You were going to talk to me about teaching other people how to develop podcasts.
I was.
How to build a podcasting community. No?
No.
That's what one of your Twitch buddies was asking me about.
Who was?
That's after you left Rob's thing. Rob was saying something about podcasting, how you do it, if it's fun, do you like it? That kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's fun if you're doing it with the right people, you know?
I can't help but think that it could be, like, I enjoy doing this with you. I don't know how many other people I would enjoy doing this particular project with that we've done for this long.
This has been a long time. Like, people don't realize, but this is 111 episodes that we've done.
So that's
a lot.
Yeah, that's more than 2 years.
Easy.
And, yeah.
Easy.
So... I don't know, unless you get like immediate success.
Yeah.
I can definitely understand why a lot of podcasts come and go. Like we had our buddy Chris that we went to college with. He did his podcast. I thought it sounded good.
No.
I thought it sounded good. I liked the show. But something happened. I thought that dude was hitting on Chris's wife too much, so he had to kill him. That's what I figured happened.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened.
And then he had to move out of the state.
He moved, yeah.
That's what I think went down. Now, I'm not going to ask him that because I don't want him to incriminate himself.
But here's the deal. Here's the reason why that probably didn't happen is because, this is what I think, because here's the deal. If you do kill somebody and you leave the country, but he didn't even really leave the country. He just left the mainland.
He left the state. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't tell people where you're going. It's like the worst criminal ever. Like, hey, just murdered somebody, and I'm going to go to Mexico. See you guys later.
So that's my guess, is that, that guy was hitting on his wife too much. He got sick of it, murdered him, and then found himself another job and moved out of the state. That's, I don't know. I have no reason to, like, I've not seen a body, right?
My thoughts on this topic here, the reason why that podcast didn't work was because I don't even remember the other guy's name.
No, Chris was holding that podcast.
Chris held the podcast together. Well, I think what happened was his podcast partner fell in love with him. And it couldn't, and it wasn't going to work out because Chris was in love with his wife, which is a smart
Yeah,
thing.
that might be it.
That is a smart thing. And he's like, I just can't see myself going down this route. That's disgusting. And I don't want to do that. And he's just not going to do it. And so I think that's what happened. And then I think Chris's wife actually killed him, the partner, the podcast partner.
Oh my! Oh.
And then they disposed of the body via swamp alligators.
Oh, because they went on that camping trip, right?
Camping trip, swamp
There you
alligators,
go.
disposal of the body because they're going to eat everything. And,
You got to be careful about the crocodigators, man. The crocodigators are going to come after you. Straight out the swamp, they're going to get you.
Yeah, they'll get you.
They always will.
They'll get you.
The crocodigators coming for you.
And then they decide to go on a little hiatus to Hawaii. So
I got to tell you, man, if you're going to if you're going to take a hiatus, if you're going to go on the lam, Hawaii doesn't seem like a terrible place to go.
I was about to say go on the lamb. I was like, we gotta put the
You
lamb.
go on the lamb?
We gotta put the lamb in here. Yeah, if you're gonna go on the lamb, you might as well go to Hawaii.
Go on the lam.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how often have you wanted to go on the lam, Justin? Have you ever just wanted to pull up stakes and say, you know what? I'm out. I'm taking my wife and my kids, and I'm leaving everything else behind. I'm going to leave this new jiu-jitsu gi behind, and I'm going to go.
I mean,
ever
I
think
have
of that?
actually thought about, I did. I thought about going on the lamb and leaving everything behind. I totally did.
Well, were you going to just go? Or were you going to go and find another job? And
I was going to find another job, but I wasn't.
A new life.
I was going to find another job, but I wasn't going to do what I'm.
Were you going to wash dishes for food?
Oh, I was planning on doing that,
And for
yeah.
cash?
And then I was going to be a trained assassin as well, where I killed bad people for money. They had to be bad, though. They can't be good. I don't kill good people. I kill bad people. So I was going to not
So
be
you're a trained assassin with a heart of gold.
Exactly. But I needed to get... The problem with that was is that I'm too old when it comes to the training. I should have started when I was younger. Because I don't know if I had the stomach for it right now. If I trained when I was younger, then I'd have the stomach to kill a man with my bare hands.
You mean needing abs and stuff?
No, I mean, well, yeah, that too.
That too, yeah.
But I thought to myself, I don't know if I might, if I had to, if I was an assassin and I just started getting trained 37, 38, and here I am 40, but I mean every time I'd had to take a target out, I'd be like, I'd be like,
yeah, but no one's gonna expect you though. That's why you're gonna get away with it.
You think so? They won't see
No
a
one
big,
expects
sexy
the
bearded
middle-aged
man?
assassin.
Ah, good call.
See, now that's a good comic book.
The middle-aged
assassin.
Middle-aged overweight assassin?
Yeah. He takes Tums with him wherever he goes. He's always leaving aspirin bottles at the scene of the crime. What other middle-aged sorts of things? He doesn't make a quick getaway. He just sort of wanders off after he's done.
After he gets done killing somebody, he's out of breath.
Yeah, he's breathing heavy. Just sort of saunters off.
Hold on.
He's telling really bad jokes.
Dad jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, a middle-aged assassin that tells dad jokes. He's always got Tums on him. Walks with a limp, and every time he stands up, he goes, "Hey, ho!"
You're middle-aged when you're making noise every time you stand up or sit down.
I do.
You sit down, you're like,
I did that today. I sat down on a bench today, and I sit down and I go, like that, and literally I'm making weird guttural grunts and everything, and I'm like, ew, that sounded weird. But every time I sit down or stand up, I do that. I go, it's like the weirdest thing in the world, but
nice.
it's whatever,
Yeah. I'm starting to understand the middle-aged thing about having aches and pains and all of that.
Yeah.
Because I'm developing a couple of those. It's a good time. It's really fun. It's helping me to recognize that that adulthood is something that I'm fully engaged in now. It's like there's no turning back at this point. There's no going back to being a kid again. You know, I've made my choices and I'm an adult now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get to go on the lam. I don't get to go on no middle-aged assassin expedition. I don't get to participate in any midlife crisis or nothing like that.
I mean,
It's just straightforward adulthood.
that's the point of the lamb. The point of the lamb is that you're not expected to, but you still do it. See what I'm talking about?
Oh.
So, like, yeah, that's kind of...
So nobody expects it.
Yeah, no.
Like the Spanish Inquisition.
Exactly.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
No one...
See, jokes like that. That's what the Middle Ages
That's true. The Spanish Inquisition.
It brings references from movies that nobody 30 and younger
No one
has even
expects the
seen.
Spanish Inquisition.
See, if you kids look that up, you'll understand that it's a part of.
Did you?
Monty
What
Python.
was? Okay,
Good
I
stuff.
was listening to a podcast. What is it? The Illuminati. Okay.
They've got a podcast now.
No, the Illuminati.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I said Illuminati, but it's the Illuminati.
Yeah,
Did you
whatever.
know that the Illuminati, like, as much as like everybody talks about them and things like that, they lasted like a year, like, and they weren't even that powerful. They were just kind of a bunch of dumb guys, like really.
Nah, that's just what they want you to think.
Is
man.
that it? Is that the
That's
thing?
what they want you to think.
Yeah, that's what you,
See, you're worried about the Illuminati. I'm worried about the Pentaveret.
the Pentaveret, which
The
consists of Colonel Sanders before he died,
The Queen.
the Queen,
The Gettys. The Rothschilds.
and Colonel Sanders before he went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which I assume means he died.
Yeah, in Scottish
So-
in Scottish lingo, that means he died.
That's right.
I didn't know.
See, these are more middle-aged jokes
Yeah.
because nobody knows So I Married an Axe Murderer anymore. It's like you and me and Chris Houlihan, and that's it. Nobody else knows these.
Head, move now! He's going to cry himself to sleep on his huge pillow tonight. If you want my body, and you think I'm sexy, come on, sugar, let me know.
I couldn't help but notice you referred to the Weekly World News as the paper.
The paper.
The paper contains facts.
Yeah.
This paper contains facts. Man gives birth to baby. That's a fact.
We've got a paper
nice.
down. I repeat, we've got a paper down.
So you pretty much just like the dad. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. Yeah, man, that dad's awesome.
You don't like the woman thing?
Woman! 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 She was a thief. You gotta believe she stole my heart and my cat.
Man, I'm so impressed that you still know all this.
Yeah,
It's so
I
good. When's the last time you even watched
I
it?
actually saw it the other day. I actually used it in a sermon illustration. That's how you know I'm old. I
like,
even said
dude,
that. I'm like, but listen, Betty, you know, and all those other fine pussy cats, they stole his heart and his cat. He had very good reason to not trust them. I used that in a sermon, actually.
You're going to love this. I also use So I Married an Axe Murderer as an illustration in Bible study a couple of weeks ago.
You did?
And I did the thing. Yeah, I did the thing about the paper. The paper contains facts. Well, this paper contains facts. Man gives birth to baby. That's a fact.
It's a fact.
I use that to
Look.
explain that
Fact.
you don't read everything the same way. But none of the people, your congregation didn't get that joke because they're all too young to have seen So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Mm-hmm.
My congregation didn't get the joke because they're all too old to have seen So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Oh,
awesome.
gosh.
We're working with two completely different generations.
It
man.
is. It's
great.
weird. They're like, what is he talking about? I'm like, never mind.
What is that some kind of...
Is
Is that in the Bible somewhere?
Yeah, I do some of these jokes, and some of these kids are like, I don't understand. What's the only thing the only things that they'll be like, they're like, hey, I know that song that you did for the bumper. That's an awesome song. You know, they'll get that like every single time. You know, no matter what. Like I'm using my bumper video is very superstitious, or is superstitious.
You're gonna
by
get
Stevie
sued.
Wonder. Yeah, especially on Facebook since they already flagged me. But I don't care.
Dude, I was meaning to tell you, You're gonna get sued.
Been me to tell you, you're gonna get sued. I'm like, come on, man. It's just I'm using a clip. Come on, come on, man. Stevie Wonder.
It's so funny.
Our band's gonna cover it this week, so.
Whenever the young guys come up to you and they tell you that they didn't get the joke, all you have to do is this. Just say, "Oh, don't worry about it. You'll understand later. You wouldn't get this joke. Don't worry about it." Just say it like that.
Yeah.
So that way you're doing that smug, hipster, ironic, "Oh, don't worry. I didn't expect you to get this joke."
Yeah.
It's like...
Isn't that what they do to us, though?
Worst. Huh?
Isn't that what they do to us?
Yes, and you're just turning it around on them. Like if somebody asks you if you bought the new Decemberists vinyl, you'll be like,
"What the crap is
what?"
that?
And they'll be like, "Oh, I didn't expect you to know who the Decemberists were." Vinyl is this big circle. It's like it used to be a CD, except it's bigger, and it doesn't use a laser, it uses a needle. And they'll try and explain it to you. But don't worry, you don't have to understand all that.
Gosh, I just want to. It makes me want to punch him in the face already, and I don't even know that.
Yes, it's great, and you should.
Gosh.
Snowflakes.
Yeah.
So you don't mind saying something like Donald Trump is orange?
Dude, that guy is really orange.
It's like impressive how orange he is.
Oh my gosh.
Like that's like it's deliberately orange. I feel like he's clowning us. Like it's a hilarious joke that he's playing on the entire country. It's wonderful.
What does he mean with Kim Jong Un?
Gotta be a joke.
Does he mean with Kim Jong Un right now? Is that the guy?
Yeah.
Kim Jong Il or Un or
no,
Boon?
Il is dead. It's Un.
It's Un or is it Boon?
Yeah.
Is there a Kim Jong Boon?
No, but there should be. I mean, there might be. I don't know.
There might be a King Jong Boon, a King Jong Moon.
Yeah.
Let's just hope they're not listening to the podcast, because
Buffoon.
if you are, listen, King Jong Moon, if you're listening to the podcast, if you can call in, that'd be fantastic.
That would be fantastic. And if you could get us Dennis Rodman's autograph, I would also like that.
That's a good one.
Not from the basketball, but from the movie from the movie that he did with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh.
I don't remember what movie it was. It was like
Double Trouble? Wait, no, double
something like that. Double Jeopardy.
Was it Double
Trouble?
No, that was
the
Double Jeopardy was the movie with
Ashley Judd.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ashley Judd. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's definitely not Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dennis Rodman. No.
Double take. I don't know.
Double.
I'm not gonna look it up though, because I don't have.
Nobody cares.
I don't.
It's a
need to know the
Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, and they're all the same.
And Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
It's Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dennis Rodman. So nobody cares about that.
Dennis Rodman was just a supporting character. The actual star of the movie.
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
It's Jean-Claude Van Damme's kicks, because that dude can kick like crazy. See how he can get that kick up in the air and hold that leg up in the air? So I bet you he can still do it. He's like
impressive.
80 years old, and I bet you he can still do it.
Dude, did you know that he was supposed to be the Predator?
No.
Yeah, but when he got down there to be the Predator, he didn't like that they wouldn't see his face.
Really?
So he made this. He was a big jerk about it, and he got fired from being the Predator.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. Hold on, I'm gonna see how old Jean-Claude Van Damme is.
Man, we're about to be disappointed and feel even older than we already do.
Yeah, you're right. We are.
We're going to have to change this from the two bearded preachers to the two middle-aged men lamenting their age.
Holy crap.
And wasted lives.
Holy crap, he's 57.
What? Oh, I would have guessed higher.
I was thinking.
Okay, I don't feel so bad.
I was thinking 65. I said 80, but I meant 65.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta exaggerate.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
For all the kids out there.
I mean, hey,
they love the exaggeration.
But still, for the muscles of Brussels to be kicking that high in the air at age 57. Yeah. I mean, it's no Chuck Norris, but Chuck Norris is a dirty perv, so.
Is he? Did he get Me Too'd as well?
No, remember?
Did he get Me Too'd?
No, remember I saw him in Starbucks and he was like looking at pornography.
Oh yeah, and he was watching porn in the Starbucks.
Who does that? He wasn't even like
Now
trying to hide it. He was like, but then again,
This is where we get into slander. That was an individual who looked like Jean-Claude Van Damme. No, looked like Chuck Norris.
okay, this might be slander. Okay, you're right.
This might be.
But
slander.
he looked really close. I mean, I even took a picture. I hid, and
he
you
was
remember
wearing a "Make America Great Again"
he
hat.
did. You remember I took that picture and I sent it to you? It looked just like him,
Yeah.
didn't it?
Yeah.
I was literally moments away from walking up and going, Mr. Norris, it is a pleasure to meet you. I'm a huge fan. Miss in Action.
Please turn
1,
off your pornography.
Miss in Action 2. I was getting ready to do that, and then I looked
Miss
and I
in
saw what he
Action
was
3?
looking. I saw what he was looking at, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna hard pass this one right here.
You know, Chuck Norris has a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
I heard he has a black belt in everything.
Well, just by default, people start throwing black belts at him. But he actually earned his jiu-jitsu.
He
black
did?
belt. Pretty hardcore, huh?
That is
He was
super
in the
hardcore.
70s. It's pretty sweet.
You know what I think I can find? I think I can find Jean-Claude Van Damme double movie. Was it?
Double take.
Was it? Was it Time Cop?
Time Cop's pretty sweet. We should probably stop
Hard
there.
Target.
Oh, I love Hard Target. That's where he's down in the body.
Universal Soldier.
Also very good. Dolph Lundgren is in that as well.
This is really creepy how much you know about Jean-Claude Van Damme movies.
Look, man, I am a Jean-Claude Van Damme fan. And Hard Target is such a great movie because he's fighting these guys who are hunting people for sport.
Wait, isn't Hard
It's so
Target the one where
ridiculous.
he's fighting the Yakut? No, the voodoo cartel thing, isn't that? Or is that Steven Seagal?
That's Steven Seagal. That's not Hard Target.
Are
Hard
you
Target's where there's a people in Louisiana because there's a police officer strike.
You sure
And-
it wasn't Kickboxer?
No, but Kickboxer's solid. Don't forget Bloodsport.
It's-
If you're going to talk about Kickboxer, you should immediately move on to Bloodsport because Bloodsport in the Kumite is spectacular.
Cyborg wasn't too bad. I kind of enjoyed that one a little.
It was okay. It was okay.
Ah!
For the sci-fi, I prefer Time Cop.
I found it.
You found it? What is it called?
Double Impact.
Double Impact. Oh, I was way off.
What did we say?
Wow.
Is anything but
I was guessing Double Take.
Double Action?
Double Action is a good name for a movie because guns have double action. That's good.
So do these kicks in your face.
It should be a definite 90s Michael Bay action movie,
dope.
Jerry Bruckheimer action movie
Yeah.
spoof. That's what it should be.
I
We're gonna
call-
make The Rock again.
I call
We're
dibs
gonna
on
put
that.
we're gonna put Nicolas Cage in it.
Oh, did you know that Chuck Norris and Jean-Claude Van Damme trained and worked together? And they have a friendship?
Oh,
But I don't know if they're friends anymore. They might hate each other. Uh-oh.
Sometimes
Man, he did a
friendships don't
lot of
last.
movies. Oh, no.
Jean-Claude?
Yeah, did you know he was in Kung Fu Panda 3?
I did not. Did you know that he's in Jean-Claude Van Johnson?
He is? Did that even...
It's like a TV show where
Is-
he is playing himself
Is that
as
still
a
on?
super secret agent. Nah, I think it got canceled.
You're right. 6 episodes canceled. There it is, right there. Canceled after 1 season. You know why?
Canceled just like Jean-Claude Van Damme's career.
Bam! Wait, let's see if he's doing anything else. Nope. Nope, he's done.
He's doing high kicks and them jeans. There's got to be altered jeans.
Let me just say this. If I kick that high and that tight of jeans, like I wear loose fit jeans. Why? Because I'm a man and I like loose fit jeans.
You don't
and
like
that's
it
what
loose?
Every man that I know likes it loose. I don't know any man
Like it loose.
that... Well, but then again, it was the, 80s and 90s. 80s and 90s, everybody wore everything tight. Okay, let's just be honest with ourselves.
It's a dangerous, dangerous world.
When you start kicking that high and that tight of jeans, you're just asking for a wardrobe malfunction. And
In the 90s, I was wearing khaki pants. So
in the 90s, I was
what I
wearing
was
Z Cavaricci.
Z Cavaricci? You weren't wearing them Jankos?
No, I was wearing Z Cavaricci.
I don't even know what
You
that
don't know what
is.
Z Cavaricci? You're not gonna tell me you didn't know what Z Cavaricci is.
I don't know what that
It
is.
was like
I don't
real
remember.
tight. It was like 3 belts on the waist. It was really high, and then it was real tight, and then it came down to your hips, and it filled out, kind of like hammer pants a little bit, but then it came down, tapered down really low at the bottom.
Man, are you serious? Did you seriously wear that?
Dude, everybody
like
in
a
my
joke?
school wore it. Don't say that's a joke. They were legit. They were-
Legit. Do you have
they
any
were
now?
too
Would
legit.
you wear them now?
Too legit. I would wear them right now if I could fit in them.
If I could fit in them.
I don't think I could fit in. I don't think they make them my size. They're for like skinny people.
I'm wearing 2 belts. No, doesn't sound right.
Doesn't sound right at all.
You only need 1 belt.
If
That's
you're
it.
doing it right. You might need 2 belts. Depends on how big you are. When you
can't
when
tell.
you say I'm wearing 2 belts, you know what I think? I think you attach 2 belts to go around. I don't think you're wearing them both at the same time. Around put one on, then put the other one on. I think you attach one to the other and you went all the way around.
I make that joke about 2 belts because there's this scene in Friends where, what's his name? Who's the guy who played Zorg in The Fifth Element?
Zorg? What?
Yeah.
Son of
Who's the
Zorg?
guy? No, that's Zorn.
Son of Zorn was a
something
great
different.
show that got
That
canceled
was-
way too soon.
Oh, it did, because that show was very funny. Have you noticed that
It was amazing.
Tim Meadows is playing that same part that he was in Son of Zorn in like multiple shows on that channel, whatever channel that is. I think is it Fox? I'm not sure.
CW.
But whatever
Huh.
channel that is, whatever. He's playing the same character in like several shows of that.
You
just
mean like the
real
wimpy husband?
nice, calm, wimpy, soft, way too in touch with everything. Yeah,
No, yeah.
very funny. But I did like Son of Zorn. What is his name? It's gonna bother me. He was Zorg. He was the bad guy in Book of Eli.
Zorg. Who is Zorg? What movie is from Zorg from?
In the Fifth Element.
Oh, you mean now that you say that, Zorg.
Yep.
Wait, Zorg was the
Gonna be
guy
mad.
that had like the
Jean Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg. He had that stupid thing.
Stupid thing.
The stupid haircut.
yeah.
Said, 4 crates. 4 stones. 0 stones. 0 crates.
Who is that? Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts too.
Yeah, it is. Because this guy's in like everything. Anyway, he's in an episode of Friends. He's drunk out of his mind. And he comes out and he says to Joey, I'm wearing 2 belts. And then Joey's all like, you're drunk. He's like, no, I'm not. He's like, yes, you are. He's like, all right. Because he's drunk. And Deborah, when she was in high school, used to wear 2 belts to church.
She wasn't the
Leia
only
and I-
one.
Leia and I used to make fun of her and call her 2 belts.
Yeah.
Now she's like a fine, upstanding citizen or something like that. I don't know.
All right. Here it is. All right.
You figured it
Hey,
out? You had to
I
look it up.
googled
didn't
it.
you?
I'm sorry, I googled it. But it's Gary Oldman.
Gary
Dude,
Oldman.
who is a
yes.
brilliant actor, mind you. I mean, we were talking like
is. He's
top
pretty awesome.
notch. I mean, Fifth Element was a great movie and everything like that, but like this guy, Hannibal, like, I mean, come on. Good stuff there. I mean, who else? Batman Begins. He was James Gordon in Batman Begins. It's a legit one.
He was James Gordon in all those Batman.
Yeah. Dark Knight, yeah. What else here? Yeah.
You don't notice him in Hannibal because he was Mason Verger.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got all this.
Oh
weird
my
makeup on
goodness.
his
Gary
face.
Oldman was in Kung Fu Panda 2. Dude, Kung Fu Panda just keeps popping up. Jean-Claude
Kung
Van Damme
Fu
was
Panda.
in 3. Gary Oldman was Lord Shen. Man,
Listen.
I am bewildered now. RoboCop in the remake of RoboCop he was in.
I can't have Kung Fu Panda all over the place. I've got TD Jakes coming here tonight.
I got the TD Jakes
TD
coming,
Jakes.
and I go, you
TD
got
Jakes.
TD Jakes
The
coming
TD
here?
Jakes.
I got the TD Jakes. I said, you got the TD Jakes? Well, he's a Spanish TD Jakes. I said, that's not the same thing, man.
He's LTD.
LTD Jakes.
LTD.
It's like the best story ever. Gosh. LTD Jakes. He says, I've got TD Jakes coming.
Yeah.
The story goes
you
like...
can thank Jake for LTD Jakes because your friend Jake on the Twitch is the one who said that.
Jake, you mean Jack?
Jack, yeah.
Okay, so let's just tell this. Let me tell the story real quick.
It's already recorded on the podcast. You're going to tell it again?
Oh, it is?
Yes. Tell it again.
We already recorded it?
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
Good call. We'll let it go.
We'll let it go. You got to go back and find it.
Yeah.
The Spanish TD Jakes.
Yeah, these are Spanish TD Jakes. What? That doesn't count, man. I said that. I felt really bad afterwards, but when I said that didn't count and I walked away.
TD Jakes is a modalist. So you don't need to be having him or the Spanish TD Jakes up in there anyway. Modalism.
Listen, the Spanish TD Jakes might not be a modalist.
Oh.
What if he isn't?
So LTD Jakes might be okay. He might be legit.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would associate him with TD Jakes.
Maybe he's
If
bald like TD Jakes. I don't know.
Maybe. I got to tell you a story about TD Jakes. Actually, it's not about TD Jakes necessarily. I was going to one of the other ministers in town's office, and I look at the bookshelf. I'm a bad person. Can I just tell you that I'm a bad person?
I already know that.
Okay. Well, here's why I'm a bad person. Just in case you needed another reason, Justin. Because when I go into another minister's office, I look at their bookshelf and I judge them based on the books on that bookshelf. And you want to know what immediately gets you knocked down a rung? Every TD Jakes book that you got on that shelf, you go down a rung. And there's only so many rungs on the ladder.
And not just TD Jakes, but who else? What's that other dude's name?
LTD Jakes?
No, dude. Why can't? You know what? I'm just brain farting on everybody's names tonight. What's the other guy's name that I can't stand so much, other than Abs McGee?
You love Abs McGee.
Dude,
I don't know why
hate
you're
that
trying
guy.
to pretend like you don't like Stephen Furtick. You love him.
I want to punch him in the freaking pretty.
You
I want
please
to punch
do.
him in his freaking
Yes.
pretty face.
Andy Stanley?
No. All right.
Look, man, Andy Stanley's getting himself into some
He
trouble,
is getting
bro.
himself
He
into-
needs to calm it on
He does
down.
need to.
He's doing it again.
What's he doing now?
The same thing he was doing before.
So
thing
that the Bible
he's
doesn't
doing
matter?
now-
You shouldn't read the Bible anymore? That you shouldn't... Is that what he's saying again?
The latest thing that he's saying is that Christians need to unhook their religion from the Old Testament.
Ooh.
Right? This is the Marsonian heresy. And here's the crazy thing. I was talking to somebody at church the other day who was saying kind of the same
I
stuff.
really hate it when you use big words like mark.
And I literally
when
cringed.
you-
I was like,
I really hate it when you say big words like marsupial, Hennessy.
Marsupials? Yeah. They got a pocket, you know.
Is that what you said? What did you say? Marsupial Hennessy?
No, I
Is
said,
that a drink?
I said
From the hood?
Marcion's heresy.
What?
Marcion's heresy.
Marcion's-
But the marsupial heresy is where you turn the
I thought
pocket
you said
inside out.
marsupial Hennessy. I thought that was a drink that you found in the
Marsupial
in the hood.
Hennessy. Yeah, that's what I'm drinking over here tonight. I'm drinking that marsupial Hennessy.
Marsupial.
It looks so weird.
Marsupial
I can't-
Hennessy.
That's why I can't think. That's why I can't think of Gary Oldman's name.
I threw up. I thought you said marsupial Hennessy. Wait,
Yes,
Wait, what is?
marsupial.
What did you
Hennessy.
say again?
I said Marcion's
All right,
heresy.
you need to explain that crap because I don't read enough
All right.
nerd books to know what that is.
Marcion is like the original heretic, right?
Okay.
He's
Like
the OG.
He's like the father of heretics.
Yeah, he's the OG of heretics.
He's the baby daddy of heretics.
Something like that. Marcion was this guy who was in the church, was influential, and also was, loaded, right?
Lots of money.
Had a lot of money.
Love that money,
Lots of
baby.
money. Love that money.
Love that money.
Money's great. Well, don't want to love it too much because it got Marcion thinking that he could be in charge of everything just because he had all that money.
Okay.
And that was not the case. Well, his idea, he was an anti-Semite, right? He didn't like Jewish people. And because he was an anti-Semite.
Much like Mel Gibson.
Much like Mel Gibson.
Okay.
He wanted to divorce Christianity from
Judaism.
all things Jewish, right? Which includes the Old Testament, which includes things like the Book of Hebrews. The Book of Hebrews is very Jewish.
It's like the most Jewish book in the New Testament.
It's so Jewish.
So Jewish. It's right up there with James.
It's beautiful.
So,
Beautiful.
James is pretty Jewish.
Yeah, beautiful book too. Anyway, said we're going to stick with Paul and the Gospels.
Okay.
Pretty much what Marcion said. And the churches around him said, we're not just throwing all the rest of this stuff out. That's not the way this is going to work. And that's what spurred sort of the canonization process of what we've now received as 66 books. That's sort of the short, poorly worded original heretic story. But anyway, that's the exact same thing that Andy Stanley is saying now, not to the same extreme though. And, Twitter's all up in arms about it.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe the 6 guys on Twitter who actually pay attention to this really...
Now, can I make
conversation.
a statement where...
Oh, dear. Yeah. Make sure it's
I'm
slanderous.
going to make sure. It's actually, he's actually heading in the right direction, because remember like 2 years ago he made like the statement that don't even listen to the Bible. You don't even need the Bible to know Jesus, And I was like, ooh, you probably should shut up, dude.
So at least now, what you're saying is he went from no Bible at all to at least
he's in.
the New
Yeah, I'm
Testament.
like sitting there going, well, hey, we're doing better here.
Well, I mean, step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Maybe after a couple of years he'll say, we need to hitch the Old Testament back into Christianity.
My bad, guys. Listen.
I was
smoking a lot of weed, and I just thought
drinking all that Marsupial
I was
Hennessy.
smoking a lot of weed and drinking a lot of Marsupial Hennessy, and I just was like, hey, let's just get rid of this crap. This stuff doesn't make no sense. Why we got all these numbers and stuff like that, and everybody's names.
Why there's so many rules about shit?
Yeah, what is all these rules and everything like that? I don't understand. Well, why can't I eat shrimp? I don't understand whatsoever. But
Let me tell you something, man. We are in the deep south. You know that? We are in
are
the
you not
South.
allowed to eat
We
shrimp?
eat shrimp.
What, you do or you don't?
Oh, yes, we do. We eat
Can
shrimp.
I?
And you're in Florida. You eat
I do.
shrimp.
Can I ask a quick
Yeah.
question about the
Yes.
South? I would like to know, what is considered the dirty South? Are we the
don't
dirty
know.
South, like Florida and Georgia? Are we in the dirty South?
I don't know what the dirty South is. You're gonna have to explain to me what the
I
dirty
was
South is.
listening
Isn't
to
that
a song and it said
hip-hop
Dirty
thing?
South. It was not a hip hop. It was actually a country song.
Oh.
Hold on.
Well, maybe that means they were farming
me-
and got a bunch of dirt on their
Let me
boots.
ask the professional here. Hold on.
You're gonna ask the professional?
Do you know
Google?
exactly? What is the dirty
The
South?
dirty South. Oh,
All right,
man.
let's see here. Urban Dictionary. Well, there we go. All right.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
Okay, the dirty South includes much of the former Confederacy, includes Southern Virginia, the Carolinas, Georgia. Hey, it's you.
Yep.
Yeah. It says Northern Florida. No. I guess
okay.
Does that mean Central? Does Central, like, am I kind of not as dirty as the dirty South? That's what I kind of feel like. Tennessee.
Yeah, you're
Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Arkansas, and Eastern Texas, but just Eastern, not Western.
I don't think the Orlando area. I don't think that the I-4 corridor counts as the dirty South.
Yeah.
because it's not agrarian enough.
Okay.
Like but once you get out into like, when you get out into the county, and it's all orange grove and cattle ranch.
Oh.
I think that's the
You know
dirty
what?
South.
You just described St. Cloud. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're dirty.
So-
We're pretty dirty actually down here then.
Do you have a Target?
Do I have a Target?
Yeah.
Why?
The store, not something to shoot.
No, I don't.
The store.
I was like, do I have a
Okay.
Target? Like
So
when I'm
you're dirty
aiming at,
South.
when you say Target and I say, I'm not aiming at
Yeah.
anything, dude.
I don't have a Target right now.
I'm not aiming at
Okay.
anything. Then we're the dirty South. How would you like to participate in the Two Bearded Preachers podcast? Well, let me tell you how you can do that. One, you can go ahead and send us an email at twobeardedpreachers@gmail.com, or you can go ahead and give us a call at 951-47-BEARD. That's 951-472-3273. Leave a message, and if you do that, we'll actually play your voice, your message on the podcast. And don't forget to go ahead and give us a 5-star rating on your favorite podcast platform. That will really help the show grow, and we would appreciate it greatly. Thanks so much. See you next week. And you know what the scary part is?
Huh.
That the women here are really tough. Like
Dude, I would not roll with a woman in jiu-jitsu.
I have seen
Mean.
some of these women beat the crap
And
out of
flexible.
dudes. Like beat the crap out of them. I'm like, Jonas has been beaten up by girls left and right. Yeah, it's oh gosh. Every time he comes down, I go, man, that girl really beat the crap out of you, didn't she? He goes, yeah, man, it was rough. Yeah, Dad. She really got me good. And I was like, yeah, no.
Nice.
So